Michigan is definitively bad. This is the episode of us making definitive statements.
Yes.
Maybe a little too early. Who knows? That's our brand. But Michigan only played one game this week against an 0-4 Jackson State team coached by Mo Williams. And Cart, this was a close game for the entirety of the game. Nearly tied at the end of the first half. Michigan went on a late 10-0 type run right before halftime and then sort of coasted through the second half, not really playing well. They were up big late, and then they put the starters back in. Juwan Howard put his 5 starters back in the game, I believe, up around 20 points, and immediately gave up a 12-0 run. His starters gave up a 12-0 run to Jackson State in the final 4 minutes of the game. So I'm ready to say it. I think this Michigan team's horrible. I don't think that's going away. I think they are a bottom 4 team in the Big Ten Conference and will be fighting for their life if they're lucky come Selection Sunday. Do you agree with my assessment of these Wolverines?
Yeah, I think you might see a copy and paste here of what last year was, to be honest. Like, sneak into the tournament, maybe get some good matchups and find your way. Honestly, maybe not even that. This team might be worse than what last year was.
It is worse.
Yeah.
It's a lot worse.
It's bad.
It's a lot worse. Yeah, at least last year's thing was all about like fit. That was the word. This year's is all about talent. Like they're just not good. They're not good basketball players. And I think Michigan fans and the Hoops guys are trying to decipher, like, is it just that good guys are playing poorly? And I'm like, no, maybe it's just that the guys themselves aren't good. Like, it's it's crazy that we have to sort of evaluate it like that, but it's true. Hunter Dickinson, you've said it before. It feels like he's being wasted. And it comes down to, other than Jett Howard, you've got nobody on this team that is worth guarding at all, that you have to worry about, you have to game plan for. Nothing. Nobody's game planning to stop Jalen Llewellyn. He's stopping himself. Nobody's game planning to stop Kobe Buffkin. He's stopping himself right now. And they don't have answers off the bench. Doug McDaniel still looks like a meth head every time he's on the court. It's fun to watch, but like, good God, man, can we just like turn the notch down a little bit? I think, if I'm Juwan Howard, the one adjustment I might make is trying to force more Joey Baker minutes. And I think I keep saying that, and I keep throwing up after we wrap these episodes because I can't believe I'm saying it. But like, Joey Baker shooting 47% from 3 in 14 minutes a game. And can we just surround Hunter with shooting and see what happens? Like, give Joey 30 minutes.
You might as well try something, because this 3-game stretch, despite actually one of them was a loss, but just the results and who you've been going against and how you've been playing has been absolutely nasty work. And thank God Juwan had a kid. Imagine how much this team would stink without Jett. And shit, throw Jason there, I guess.
No, I was going to say, but that would mean we don't have Jace if he didn't have any kids. And that, it's give and a take, a win and a loss there, you could say. I mean, Jett's not without criticism, though, because Jett is the worst college defender I have seen ever.
In the history of college basketball.
Ever. That's not an exaggeration. He is the worst player I have watched every minute of at the Big Ten level. Ever,
and you know how typically sometimes like freshmen, it's a thing like where they just have to learn how to kind of play defense at a level. Or it's like an effort thing. I legit just think Jett just stinks at defense. It's not even his fault. He's just bad.
I think Jett's trying. Like he's trying very hard defensively, and he
just stinks.
A mess. I would like to know if Juwan Howard knew that Jett stinks defensively or not. Like, I would like to think he does. I'm sure he does now. But like, through the high school ranks, I would love to know if Juwan was aware that this was such a deficiency of Jett's. Like, do you think that's been talked about? Like, you need to improve that? Or is it just like...
It's for some reason, it feels like something that should have been mentioned.
I've been trying to place, after those first 2 big games, I was trying to figure out why Jett wasn't like a consensus top 5 prospect in the country. Now we know. Like,
100%.
We'll see. I don't know. That might hold him back from the league, genuinely. Like, maybe not, but I think he's a lottery pick if he was just passable defensively, and he might not be at all. But that's the state of how bad Michigan is the Jets that bad defensively, and nobody's calling for like changes with Jet. Like we need Jet on the floor for 40 minutes as bad as he is defensively because they're also that bad offensively right now. Quickly up and down the list of the Big Ten. What teams is Michigan definitively better than?
Nebraska, Minnesota, Northwestern,
That's it, right?
like definitely better than.
I think that's it. Like the only other team that's in there is Rutgers.
Yeah, maybe that's yeah. So 3 or 4 teams are definitively better than.
I mean, the top of the top, you know what they are, but that middle, like I'm taking Penn State over Michigan. I'm taking Maryland over Michigan. I'm I gotta see Rutgers healthy. Rutgers unhealthy might be a toss up, but
Yeah,
I think this is like the 10th or 11th best team in the Big Ten. And oh man, I gotta say it, Cart. I think this team misses the tournament. I think this team misses the NCAA tournament.
that'd be some nasty work. You're willing to go? I mean, they still got Hunter.
The leader and the best, Hunter Dickinson himself, a true Michigan man. Can't wait to see how far he carries this team. Notorious overachiever, that Hunter Dickinson. Right? I
If
mean,
if they miss the tournament, that might be the end of this podcast.
yeah, end of me for sure.
Yeah,
I know that. Yikes. I can't believe, I mean, I committed to this being my life, right? For Michigan to just do this to me. That hurts.